Welcome to another episode of You Suck. I'm your host, VladV.
And I'm Joey.
And today we are going to react to DevilDriver.
The song's called This Relationship Broken. It's off their...
Me bad?
This is their 10th record.
What the fuck? 10th?
Yeah, man.
Jeez.
Came out a little over a month ago.
I'm impressed with my ability to avoid hearing any of it.
Dude,
that's pretty impressive.
I haven't either. I think they kind of came after I sort of gave up on metal in the late 90s.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I didn't pick that genre back up until like the underground sort of like Black and Death thing started happening about 15 years ago. And then DevilDriver just kind of slipped through the cracks. But from what I understand, they're a great heavy groove metal band, so I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I keep hearing about like positive things about them, but
yeah, same here.
That guy Dave Fafara,
Des
Fafara, pardon my French. I think he sucks as a vocalist. At the risk of sounding biased.
What, just came right out of the gate with that one?
Yeah. I can't stand Cold Chamber. I don't know. So if he sounds anything like that, which I'm assuming, he's one of these, like, he's got 2 or 3 notes that he plays with.
I don't think it's the same kind of band at all. I'm not sure.
I can't imagine that his ability or talent is going to be any different than it is. You know what I mean?
That's fair. I guess we'll find out.
So, but who knows? I've been wrong before, and I've been impressed before.
No.
So that's probably not going to be one of those situations. But let's give it a listen.
Yeah, man.
And see what we think. DevilDriver. Relationship broken.
Somebody got up on the wrong side of the bed today.
I got neighbor issues.
Oh, yeah.
What's up? This is Jose Metal Ambassador Mangan on Sirius XM Liquid Metal, and this is DevilDriver.
Boy, that guy's annoying. I wish he wasn't the metal ambassador,
Broken. Turn this one up.
Is that really him?
That's Jose, what's his name?
Wow, he's got a hell of a lisp. Pretty much exactly what I expected to hear.
I don't really know what to say about it. It's not really doing a whole lot for me. The only positive is there's no Gent in it because Gent sucks.
I don't mind Gent.
I
think it's been done to death, but this has been done to death.
It has.
It's kind of like you know what I can't stand about Dez and the way he's got a very familiar delivery of the guy that's bored with sounding angry, but that's like what he sold and what people know him for. 'Cause he's talking like this loud, then boom, 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 brow. If you know what you're listening to, you understand that he's not really making any kind of effort. It's really the mic doing all the work, and he's putting in minimal effort just to sound, just to add that affectation of like nastiness to his voice.
Man, it's
just
pretty. It's pretty stock metal, dude. That's
very
why,
yeah.
That's why I ended up with the more like underground sort of Black and Death scene, because it was more interesting to me. Now that shit's getting played out.
Yeah.
This kind of lands in the middle, the good stuff like Sepultura, Pantera, and the sort of, I guess, crustier scene like black metal, death metal. This is kind of in the middle, and it seems a little lukewarm on both, to be honest.
Yeah, it seems. Yeah, it seems to be half-assing both, and they're not getting the whole ass in there. You know what I mean?
And I, even though they're kind of played out at this point, Lamb of God, I think, was the only band that was able to kind of take that groove metal torch and do something cool with it. But that was like 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, like Sacrament, Lamb of God Sacrament was the shit. Really liked that album, and they and I don't think you can call these guys groove metal at all, because they're just digga 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 digga.
Yeah, well,
I haven't really heard a lot of
song that we know by them,
right?
Or that we've heard, so it's hard to say. But yeah, it just kind of is dancing in the middle of that good groove metal versus death metal kind of thing, and it's just not doing either of them well enough for me to really get into it. I do like some of the riffing, the drumming. He's throwing some triplets in there in interesting spots, so I'll give him that. He didn't just mail this in. I heard some triplets on the double kick in there that I wouldn't have expected, I guess you could say,
right.
like in different spots.
So the drummer's trying.
Yeah, man, I think he's doing a good job.
That Iron Maiden guitar shit, I know it's sacrilege, and I'm not talking shit about Iron Maiden, because they're they're among the first, if not the first, to do it. I'm just not a fan of that licky,
sort of
like it's
harmony
cool,
runs.
harmonized licks, which I mean it works because they kind of are their hooks, but when this new revival of that style came along, with like Atreyu and all that.
Ago.
Yeah, it was like 20 years ago. Even 20 years ago, when it was retro, I was like, do we have to do this again?
Man, the first
and
band,
now it's like still here, and I'm just kind of like, if it's not Iron Maiden. Again, I wasn't even a fan when Iron Maiden did it, really, but I respect it, because at least they're like trailblazers. This is like rehashed. This is like refried beans.
Yeah, I feel like the metal genre needs a good kick in the ass, and I'm not here. I mean, everything's completely played out. Even doom metal has been played out. Like the tuning down to A and G,
right?
And then doing the typo negative tempo, even that's played out, man. I mean, everything is 20 years old at this point, and I've not heard anything.
Yeah,
that's
no
really
one's coming up with anything new.
Off.
I feel the secret that needs to be revealed in metal is less playing, instead of monopolizing every fucking millisecond, you know what I mean, with a beat or a lick or something. Open it up a little bit and actually have a singer that can fucking sing, and have them write big hooks. I've said it before, like these pop sensibilities, that's one of the things I liked about new metal, is I want these motherfuckers to use some of those principles. They don't have to sound like fucking Shania Twain or whatever, but just use these things. You can write hooks and still sound badass. You can still make a scream into, you can still scream a hook. Fucking Phil did it. You know what I mean? From Pantera, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. You can sing, scream shit. You can still sound like a badass. You can still, a lot of times you can do a lot more with less.
Well, yeah, I'm already, I mean, put it this way, I went out and bought Static X CDs not too long ago. That's how fucking bored I am with metal. So
yeah,
let's keep going. Predictions. We're a minute 40 in.
I want to be optimistic and say that they're gonna open it up in the bridge and do something really big and groovy, but I'm probably wrong.
There's gonna be a halftime.
Seems very one-trick pony to me.
How long before our halftime breakdown on the China symbol?
I say another 2 minutes.
Okay. All right. Let's see what happens.
All right.
These nights will break you. They can even destroy this relationship broken. Strung out on the floor. These nights.
You really need the storyline with the hot blonde. Does that even fit?
I kind of want to see what car was at the beginning. That engine sounded nice. Nice V8.
Feelings it'll never wash away. I live up to my name. Don't fuck with me again. You'll never be the same. Kidding and crazy. All this a price to pay. So save your breath today. You're not who you are.
The drummer is the only one trying. He's doing some cool shit.
For revolution. For the unspoken. Ill gods and gain. The only solution. The day of reckoning. This relationship broken. Like waves on the shore. These nights will break you. They can even destroy. This relationship broken.
That's boring the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Do you remember when Rob from Machine Head was going to try to scream? Drummer's killing it, man.
Yeah, drummer's good.
That's some really good double kick work.
Look in the mirror. You'll never be home. Burning incense.
Did you just say burning incense?
I don't think so. It's
That's
probably
not very
burning inside.
It'll make you scared.
Oh, good, a solo. Anyway,
This reminds me of when Rob Flynn tried to start screaming. It was the record after Burn My Eyes, which was which Machine Head knocked it out of the fucking park on that one.
I heard they're fucking amazing live.
And then they came in with what the hell was that record called after Burn My Eyes? But Rob couldn't scream, so he couldn't scream like Phil, but he desperately wanted to be Phil. So what he did is every time he screamed, it would just be this awful like. I don't know. It's like it's like if somebody stepped on Chino Marino's foot and then they put distortion on it. That's what it sounded like. It was terrible. But they tried to get a lot more metal on that record, and this sounds like B-sides of that shitty fucking record.
Wow.
And that was how long ago? Goddamn, 30
Yeah.
years ago. 30 years, man.
Yeah.
30 years. Metal has been here.
Yeah.
And everybody is trying to top Chaos AD. And Far Beyond Driven, and it's never going to happen.
It's looping back around, and it's not doing a good job. Like, at least, it's the same principle as covering a song. If you're not gonna take it up a notch or do something to it, if you're just covering it, or you're just making a carbon copy of it, it's like it's been done. Like, why are you bothering? Is it a complete absence of creativity, a complete absence of talent, or I don't know what it is, but it's like I guess all these people are just trying to hit their commercial window for their releases or something. But there's no they do stuff like this that nobody needs it.
They need metal needs somebody else like a Phil or a Corey Taylor that can be gruff and put distortion on their voice, but can also sing hooks, just like you said.
Yeah.
Because the same sort of like no note rasp and scream, you can only do so much of it.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking even Randy Blythe started to try to sing, and it wasn't terrible. But I mean,
yeah.
What was that first song where he tried to scream on? So goddamn easy to rap.
Redneck.
Yes, Redneck. That's it. And I was like,
wow.
Where have I heard this before?
Yeah, that was a very Pantera kind of song. That video was hilarious, actually.
Yeah,
it showed up
was.
at a kid's party.
But Randy can do different shit with his voice, and that's why he and they have longevity, is because it's not just the same shit over and over again. And
right.
I I know people love DevilDriver, and you guys are gonna hate us for this.
Yeah, we're gonna get annihilated,
that's-
but I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
this song
that's
sucks.
okay. Metal is tired, and this is tired. The drummer is the only one in the room working, and the guy's doing a great job.
Yeah, I mean, everybody sounds kind of competent except for the singer. I do
like the guitars don't sound like the usual shit, so that's been interesting.
The culmination of what they're all doing together is not greater than the sum of its parts. So it's just 4 people playing 4 different parts, or 5 people, whatever, and it just sounds like whatever. And that's never
metal by numbers.
There's no level of transcendence
Yeah.
To what they've created. You know what I mean? It's never going to live, breathe, and walk on its own. They're just going to sit there playing their parts, and that's all it's ever going to be.
Let's finish it up.
Good.
Drummer's trying, man. He's trying to get people to come up to his level, and they're just not doing it.
They can even describe for revolution. For the unspoken, ill-gotten the only solution. The day of reckoning. This relationship broken, like waves on the shore. These knives will break you. They can even describe this relationship broken, strung out on the floor. These knives will
Hurry.
They can even
I can only hope that it ends in just a couple of seconds, and they play us out with more.
For a second there.
Oh, thank God it didn't go another 30 seconds. I don't know if I could.
He kind of looks like a less fat and old Vince Neil with a slave ring. That's the
little bit.
best. That's the best part of Dez.
Oh man, that's harsh.
That's the high. That's the peak.
Yeah.
That's the best thing I could say about the singing. He looks like a less fat Vince Neil.
Not being in a shit talking mood today.
Oh, really?
All I can do is
I didn't sign on for this.
Is speak. Well, I mean, I don't like it. It's
Yeah.
not very good, but I'm being as fair as I possibly can. There's just nothing there for me to listen to other than the drummer is working his ass off and nobody else is.
Yeah, that drummer. A lot of people don't realize this, but the drummer is the spine of the band.
Yeah, he held that song together.
A killer fucking drummer can hold together the biggest pile of shit, exemplified in this video. But a bad drummer will destroy the most amazing players. You know what I mean? So. Bravo to the drummer.
Yeah, did a good job
for keeping it all together. Big old thumbs down on Dez, doing what he always does.
Yeah, man,
I'll tell you what. I usually let you take the lead on this, but
Okay.
I'm just gonna give it a big old fucking 10. 10
right.
suck on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the ultimate in suck. I'm giving them a 10.
all right.
What about you?
I like the drummer and the work that he did. The rest was mailed in. So if we go with like the average of say like a 10 and like a 3 on the drum, so we're looking at 13, 6.5, 7.
7. Okay.
7. We're going with 7 sucks.
Okay. Maybe I should have been nicer. You know what? I'm going to take back what I said, actually. I'm going to give him a 9 since the drummer tried so hard. But that's the only redeeming quality that I heard in this song was the drummer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a 9 and a 7
Yep.
is on the suck scale.
It
I don't know.
It was just a tad bit mailed in.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a bit
Speaking of mailed in, I think it's time for our new segment.
Oh, hate mail.
All right, hit me.
All right, today's hate mail comes from some fucking username that I didn't bother to remember, but it was from our Greta Van Fleet video.
Oh,
which,
no.
We got a lot of hate for that one.
Man.
And the comment was, it was simple, elegant, and it just said, "Your comedy show is pathetic." She called us a comedy show.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it. We're new, you
Yeah.
know, but I think eventually we're gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, I think
So
we
thank
are.
you for that.
I think we are hilarious. I think that the average Greta Von Fleet person doesn't have the intellect to understand our brand of comedy because it's dry satire and sarcasm, like Gen X sarcasm, which all these kids today, especially the Greta Van Fleet adults, not adults, adults, they can't appreciate something meaning the opposite of the intended meaning. You know what I mean? They don't understand the nod and the wink. So, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Fuck you up!
Well, all right. If you too would like to give us some hate mail, please drop it in the comments, and we'd be more than happy to read it on the air if we feel like it. If you're wondering why we haven't been releasing videos on the regular, we've had all kinds of scheduling conflicts, technical difficulties, and my dumbass actually even erased some videos on accident, cleaning up my files. So we are going to take it a little bit easier because the workload is just too much and we're very busy. So we're going to do nothing but Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon from now on. Please consider going to Rumble and watching the uncensored versions over there because YouTube is fucking killing us on the censorship. And if you want to support this channel, we do have a PayPal in the description. What's your last word, Joey?
Monetization.
Yes.
See the same thing over and over again, guys. You all talk about how we're idiots and we couldn't possibly monetize this. We're reviewing somebody else's music, idiot. We can't monetize this, as far as I know. So,
Yeah, we can. We can. Once we get 1,000 subscribers and whatever. Not concerned about that.
I will hate on your favorite band for absolutely free.
Yes.
Every
Always.
day, all day. Especially Greta Van Fleet.
Yes. Till next time.
You guys are old. You're talking about records that are 30 years old. Well, you're listening to bands that sound like they're 30 years old. Who sucks worse? Me or you? You.
It's if we so see fit. What am I trying to say? We'd be more than happy to read it on the air.
We're reviewing somebody else's music, you dumb it. We'll end it there. That was good. I wasn't expecting that one. It's like this really, here's what we're trying to do. And if you think about it, think real hard. Also, go fuck yourself.